Following the release of the Republican FISA memo, the liberal media using it to claim the president is waging war on law enforcement.
Yeah,
really?
Take a look at these headlines out this very morning. New York Times, Trump's unparalleled war on a pillar of society, law enforcement. Politico, Trump escalates his war with U.S. law enforcement after memo release. And Washington Post, once the party of law and order, Republicans now challenging it.
Fox News contributor Jason Chaffetz is former chairman of the Oversight and Government Reform Committee, and he joins us now. So, Jason, what do you think of that? Is Donald Trump and now so many Republicans damaging the reputation of the FBI, or are they just talking about the leadership that's corrupt?
Well, good morning. Donald Trump didn't create this mess, but he is here to help clean it up. Anybody who reads that memo will understand that what the lawmakers are highlighting here is potential abuses in our system. And there, you know, all the flailing that I heard from Adam Schiff and all these Democrats that this was an attack on law enforcement. This was going to dismantle our security apparatus. This was going to reveal sources and methods. None of that is true. None of it. And how ironic that in the movie theaters right now, you've got Meryl Streep and Tom Hanks in a movie touting the Post about how they'd print anything and they want to get everything out there. And then all of a sudden we're trying to expose the truth. And what happens? They get attacked as saying no, Donald Trump is as pro-law enforcement as any president we've had in my lifetime. And he's trying to clean it up.
So, Jason, where do we go from here? Because as you know, and you've been sounding the alarm on this, I think sooner than a lot of people in saying, yeah, this memo is important, but pay attention to the Justice Department Inspector General report, which may be coming just weeks from now, and is going to have more revelations about the FBI, about the Justice Department. So I presume a lot of these attacks in the mainstream media and among Democrats like Adam Schiff are only going to increase. What say you about the way forward here in terms of pushing back on that, but also actually fixing some of this?
Well, the Inspector General is a request that actually came from me in my office to start to look at what happened, everything from the James Comey firing all the way through the tarmac meeting between Loretta Lynch and President Clinton, and then all the other things that have happened in between. Michael Horowitz, 450 employees, Inspector General at the Department of Justice. He's been looking at this. They've been silent. They've been quiet. You haven't heard leaks of this. There was a concern with the text messages between Strzok and Page. They presented that to Mr. Mueller. Mueller immediately made a change. And I think that would be a key indicator that there was some real wrong going there. Mueller looks at it, dismisses the guy. Meanwhile, he was embedded as the number 2 person at the FBI. So a lot happening, but the Inspector General is very important. Devin Nunes in the Intel Committee will come out with more reports. It's bigger and broader, unfortunately, than just the FBI. He mentioned the State Department, but I also think you're going to see a look at the intelligence community as well.
Jason, all week we heard the release of this memo is going to endanger national security. The sky is going to fall. We're all going to be dead once this thing is released. Still, even though the release has happened and everybody's had time to look and see that there really is no national security implication, we've had numerous experts on here to tell us that. The Democrats and many in the liberal media are still saying there's a national security issue, but not pointing to any facts. Can you help us out? Are there any facts there that maybe the three of us are missing?
Yeah, look, Adam Schiff and the Democrats on that committee were flailing that this was going to destroy the security apparatus. And then as soon as it comes out, Democrats changed their talking points and said, oh, it's a nothing burger. There's nothing here to see. It doesn't mean anything. You can't have it both ways, folks. You're reading the same memo before and after, and you took 2 paths, and you're just misdirecting from the key facts that name names and were very specific within that report. Now, it's 4 pages in a massive investigation, but it does illuminate the major systemic problems there at the FBI.
Jason, I feel like the president has been pretty clear in some of his tweets that he was separating the leadership, which he thinks has been corrupt and biased, from the rank and file FBI. Have you heard from any members of the FBI and in your talks with people in the community that they feel like that's that separation? Because even John McCain has come out and said, you're damaging the reputation, you're hurting the morale of the FBI, and you're saying clean it up. That's the way to build the morale.
Look, there are 110,000 people that work at the Department of Justice. And then you pair that down into the FBI, where they're cleaning out the underbrush of some senior leadership who was doing some things fundamentally wrong. And the good men and women who are in the FBI, they understand this. My grandfather was a career FBI agent. This is the premier law enforcement agency. But when you have somebody who's conducting an investigation where his wife works and is the subject of the investigation, come on, even the Alpine City Police Department can figure that out.
Good point. Jason Chaffetz, we appreciate you coming in. All right.